I guess so, but I don't know.
Yeah, I saw all this.
I'll get a phone. Everybody?
Cứ vậy.
So you have a lot of exam.
I have an exam next week.
The later one and the minor one.
Maybe.
You're smart, right?
Yes, I.
It's easy. Oh, that's on the blackboard discussion, right?
Oh no, this is not a blackboard. This is a backpack exam. I use like different websites, but I also use blackboard.
It's like the blackboard.
Yeah, mostly.
They have a lot of homework too.
Yeah.
Blackboard. It's great.
I don't know what I saw the phone, but keep it back that phone. I don't like the girl. Where's it gone? Someone who's going it. Someone who's going, bro. You don't have it.
You might be a fighter, you know that job. I like one.
Yeah.
Oh, you did do it all.
Check.
That's why you started with us.
Oh my God, Chad. I'm good. I'm messaging you. I'm full.
Let me see. We have a baby.
Anybody want? I bet I could. I think this a better.
I should have brought one.
I would have went on my.
Oh, that's cheating, buddy.
That's what I might be able to stop. I'm doing the song. He said the press after watching it. He said press after watching it. You didn't even meet the mom.
Alright. Looks like that side is very popular overall.
No, keep over there. Yeah, just keep going.
Now, what if I send
No, just keep this perfect.
perfect?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's not, it's the
Alright, who's gonna summarize this video? Alright, raise your hand and summarize this video, or I'll pick on a random person. Raise your hand. Summarize the video. Oh, you raise your hand and summarize the video? No, you can't go back.
No.
Alright, let me pick. Huh? Go ahead. Eddie, summarize the video for me, please. Thank you. What'd you say? I'm talking to you. Alright, stop. Put it on here.
Those songs are me. I just have some fear.
Go ahead. Alright, can you guys please be quiet?
Each time, the party of 1,000 has disappeared without a trace. That's 9,000 subjects I've sent and heard nothing in return. Well, Kaladay, since you are my senior counselor and have been close friends with my son since childhood, I must send you with your retinue to seek out the Buddha at Buddhabama Monastery and invite him one more time. Surely you'll succeed in this.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will do my best to bring the Lord Buddha back to the city of Kapilavatthu. And with your permission, I would also like to request a donation from the Lord Buddha on this occasion.
I give you my permission, Counselor Kaladai. Please make your journey as quickly as possible. I'll be waiting to hear news from you.
Oh, later today.
Each of you should diligently train yourselves thus. I will not grasp at the internal sense fields of the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. I will not grasp at the external sense fields of form, sound, smell, taste, bodily contact, and mental objects. I will not grasp at contact between the internal and external sense fields. I will not grasp at feelings. I will not cling to the 5 aggregates of the body. feeling, perception, thoughts, and consciousness. I will not cling to this world or the next. When I cease clinging to all that I've seen, heard, known, felt, sought, and imagined, all the feelings of attachment to these will also cease. Listen, all of you. A person's heart may be purified through consistently applied efforts in practice, through wisdom, through Dharma, and through morality, not by means of one's class, family, or property.
Lord Buddha, summer begins tomorrow. All the farmers have harvested their crops. The path to the city of Kapilavatthu is.
Go ahead and summarize, please.
So the Dharma was asking, as the seeker of like somewhat very important. So like attendant, superintendent, and he asked if he could ask the Buddha to come here for one final time. And because he was childhood friends with the Buddha, so he did, and then they went the journey, and then the Buddha, when they stopped it, when they met him, the Buddha and then after the teachings, the superintendent asked the Buddha if he would go back if he wants to.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go to the next video. 11 minutes.
Watch 5 minutes.
Nah, I gotta watch all 11 minutes.
Oh, bro.
All right, May, can you summarize this? Thank you. All right.
She didn't even say anything, and you said thank you.
Well, it's a dictatorship out here. No one had a choice. So, thank you.
During the Buddha's time, while he was residing at the Jetavana temple near Savatthi, the Buddha called all the monks together and gave them the following teaching on Uposatha. Monks, these 8 factors of an Uposatha are observed by all enlightened disciples. Their observation brings glorious and radiant fruit and benefit. 1. All enlightened disciples reflect. All Arahants, as long as they live, have given up the intentional taking of life.
Yeah, but no, this isn't it.
They have laid down all
This
weapons.
is like me responding.
They have shame of evildoing and are compassionate towards all beings.
Yes. Part this is like great. So I gotta.
They understand with the right view that all beings value their lives. No being wants to be killed. The killing or harming of another leads to undesirable karma and undesirable rebirths, such as hell. For those of you that have given up the intentional taking of life, no shame of evildoing, and are compassionate towards all beings, know that you have followed the path of Arahants, and the Uposatha is properly observed by you. This is the first factor of the Uposatha. 2. All enlightened disciples reflect. All Arahants, as long as they live, have given up taking that which has not been given. They take only what is given, and are intent on taking only what is given. They are not thieves. Their behavior is blameless. They understand with the right view that all beings work hard to acquire their belongings. All beings feel suffering once their belongings are taken from them. This leads to undesirable karma and undesirable rebirths, such as hell. For those of you that have given up the taking of what has not been given, are ones who do not take what is not given, are intent on taking only what is given. Know that you have followed the path of Arahants, and the Uposatha is properly observed by you. This is the second factor of the Uposatha. 3. All enlightened disciples reflect. All Arahants, as long as they live, have given up all things that threaten their life of celibacy. They abstain from all sexual activity and live a chaste life, for the sexual life is the life of lay people. They understand with the right view that sexual conduct is not conducive to the path of enlightenment. Sexual conduct is a distraction that only leads to more desire.
I looked up for a quick second. I was distracted. I was not paying attention to what you were watching. Sorry, guys. Hey, what's up? Just some QPG as possible and summarize like what you saw.
It's talking about the first issue of Wagner, which is the factor was where Arahants don't take lives or anything, and they abstain from killing. Precepts. And then the second factor is they don't steal and they only take what is given to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. I play this video now? Huh? Yeah. You watch this one yet? Yeah. No, I haven't watched this one yet. I'm about to watch it now. Okay. Yo, that sound like me. Yeah, someone playing Bean over there.
It's a Sunday service, bro.
Devin, can you summarize the video? Alright, thank you.
And they are now one of the biggest questions of life. Heaven, hell, nothing. Or might there be a fourth possibility? Reincarnation? Could we come back as someone else? Here's Chris Cuomo with two down-to-earth parents who thought they understood the mysteries of life. That is, until their toddler began to talk.
On March 3rd, 1945, a 21-year-old Navy fighter pilot on mission over the Pacific was shot down by Japanese artillery. His name might well have been forgotten. Not for the remarkable, some might say unbelievable story of the war named James. James Leininger is our old boy, 6 years old and full of spirit. This is special because it wasn't a first. James knows a lot about planes, especially airplanes. What airplane is that? His parents, Andrea and Bruce Leininger, say from an early age, James would play with nothing else.
The success with airplanes. They look around the house and tell you state airplanes, all about the aircraft carriers.
But then, when he was 2, the planes James loved suddenly began to give him frequent and frightening nightmares.
I'd wake him up and he'd be screaming, and he'd always be laying on his back, kicking his feet up at the ceiling. And I'd say, maybe what were you dreaming about? He said, airplane crashed on fire, little man can't get out.
They sound like typical kiddie nightmares, but Andrea says they went on the same way for months, maybe too much TV. But James was just 2, and his parents say only watching Barney and Teletubbies. Andrea and Bruce say they weren't watching World War II documentaries or conversing about military history. This is an F-18? No. So what explains the nightmares and James's strange obsession with airplanes?
I talked to my mom about it a lot of times. My mom said maybe you should remember in a past life.
What did you say? Slightly. Alone. Andrea and Bruce of Lafayette, Louisiana, are a highly educated, modern couple. To them, the possibility that their little son James was manifesting signs of a former life was
Well, a little out there.
You know, having a past life is not the initial conclusion that you come to. You try and figure out any other way he could have. Did he see anything? Has there been anything on television, anything that we've discussed?
But as time went by, Andrea didn't know what to believe. Here's James at age 3, going over a plane as if he's going on a pre-flight check. He would continue to say and do things that would us. Like the time his mom bought him a toy airplane.
And I said, oh look, there's a bomb on the bottom. He said, that's not a bomb, Mama, that's a drop tank.
A drop tank?
I never heard of a drop tank. I didn't know what a drop tank was.
Andrea's mother suggested she look into the work of counselor and therapist Carol Bowman. Bowman has written 2 books, both supporting the proposition that sometimes the dead can be reborn.
We are taught from a very early age in this culture, in the Judeo-Christian culture, that reincarnation doesn't exist. Once you observe this in a child, and the evidence is very compelling, you have. And open up to another explanation for what is going on.
Bruce was deeply skeptical.
He said there has to be a logical explanation.
I don't believe in past life. I don't believe in this stuff.
But with the violent nightmares recurring 3 and 4 times a week, the Einigers felt they had to do something. So with guidance from Bowman, they cautiously began to encourage James to share his memories. They say the result was startling.
The nightmares immediately started reducing in frequency. He went down from 3 or 4 times a week to maybe 1 a week, 1 every other week. And at that point was when he started to articulate more about these past life memories.
Seems normal enough. A little boy improving, but his troubles are directly addressed. But Bowman says this is more. So James was forthcoming because this is the age when former lives are most easily recalled.
They haven't had the cultural conditioning, the layering over of experience in this life, so that the memories can percolate up more easily. These memories tend to fade between the ages of 5 to 7.
His parents say between the ages of 2 and 4, James would reveal extraordinary details about the life of a former fighter pilot, mostly at bedtime when he was drowsy.
Bruce said, what happened to your plane? He said, it crashed on fire. And Bruce said, why did your airplane crash? And he said, it got shot. And Bruce said, well, who shot your plane? And I'll never forget the look on his face. He went, the Japanese.
Still, despite these extraordinary stories, Bruce remained dubious, almost to prove they couldn't be true. He began to piece together the details James was sharing. What he found, he says, shook him to the core. For in many instances, the stories appeared to match the facts. James seemed to be recalling real events, real people, the life of a man who'd been dead for almost 60 years. Immediately, he discovered that the Natoma was an actual ship, a small aircraft carrier in the Pacific called the Natoma Bay. And Jack Larson, the Navy pilot whom James recalled, well, it turns out there was a pilot named Jack Larson who served aboard the Natoma Bay. In fact, he's alive and well, living in Arkansas.
And it was like calling her. I mean, really, you could have poured my brains out in years. And I just couldn't believe it.
And there were more clues. Around this time, James began signing crayon drawings and other artwork. James 3.
When they asked him why he's calling himself James 3, he was still on the 3rd James. And every once in a while you ask him that today, and he'll still say the same thing.
And one day, while leafing through a new book about the Battle of Iwo Jima, Bruce turned to an aerial photo of the Pacific Island. James was seated nearby.
He pointed to him, because Daddy, that's my airplane. And that's my airplane. And I just, I couldn't say anything.
By then, Bruce had become a man possessed, searching the internet, combing through military records, and interviewing men who served aboard the Natoma Bay.
Finally, a breakthrough. He learned that there was just one pilot from the squadron killed at Iwo Jima. That pilot, James N. Houston Jr. Is this why little James was calling himself James III?
It just crystallized in my mind. This has to be what we're talking about. You know, my meter of skepticism was starting to go over toward belief.
When little James would describe being shot down, he told him how his plane had sustained a direct hit on the enemy.
He had an airplane, and I said, well, can you show me where it was? He pointed right in front of the engine.
That's what makes this man's story so intriguing. His name is Ralph Clark. Clark was a rear gunner on a TBM Avenger that flew off the Natoa Bay. On March 3rd, 1945, he took part in a raid near Iwo Jima. As it happens, Clark's plane was right next to the one flown by James N. Houston Jr. This was Hughes' last mission before leaving for home the following day. As Clark recalls, the sky was thick and flat.
We experienced forget. This was the most intense that I've experienced.
Suddenly a flash in the nose of Houston's plane.
I saw it here. I would say he was getting out in the middle of the engine.
Just as little James had described it.
But what do you believe now about your son James?
I believe they have past life. I believe it's past life. He was James and Houston. And he came back. He wasn't finished.
Okay, so do you guys think this is real?
Yeah.
Do you think no? You guys say no? You think that boy was lying about everything? Okay. So do you think?
Who saw your past life, Bridget? Who know that you were male before, female before? Who saw that you came down from the heaven? Anyone with you?
I was a dinosaur.
Who saw that you came down from the heavens?
I was a gorilla, right?
Huh?
I was a gorilla.
Really?
Monkey?
Yeah. Man, no wonder why you're like.
Who saw that you came from the Superman? Really? That's why I like answer. So now, let me ask you, raise your hand if you have. Who seen in your dream since you wake up to now that you seen some Buddha Bodhisattva? Raise your hand. Buddha Bodhisattva.
I don't have.
I see demons.
No.
I get sleeper also.
Who saw that you are soldier?
What?
Soldier. Carry on. Who saw that you're a monkey?
I did that.
You know?
Give it to you.
Jennifer, you watch you?
Well,
Okay.
then you said you were born.
Who saw that you came down from the moon?
Stand up, please. Okay. Hands to the side. Hands to the side. All right, for 1 minute. Everybody be quiet for 1 minute.
You were wrong.
3, 2, 1. Close your eyes, please. Be quiet there. May I?
Bỏ ghế này con.
Okay. Whatever.
Như Bình con.
May I?
Như Bình.
Give me a.
Như Bình đâu con. Như Bình.
I guess okay. Hurry up. May I, Jennifer? Stop. Dragon, their family.
What? Ragu.
Family. I don't know my peace.
My family want peace.
Family want suffer.
My family not suffer.
Family. My family make money.
Money.
Okay. Elsa, may our day.
May your day be bright. May your day be joyful. May your day be fun.
Everyone say thank you to Johnson.
Dr. Wu.
Baby. David. Không yên tâm chỉ con đi theo No, that's okay. So, who are you? David. You handsome guy? You smart guy? Okay, good. So we can lay like a baby? We can lay today? Okay. What the heck? Who's this?
Sorry, guys. What about you? I don't know. Còn cái đó thì liên quan như sách này thì sách này.
You happy? You here? You sure? Okay. Be good.